Welcome back, people. We got some more Fishing Planet for you guys here again today, and today we are on the grind, and it's a really fast, easy grind here today. Being level 86, coming over here into Kaijinari, Japan, is probably the best place when you're level 86. Below that, you are going to struggle, so you're better off waiting until you're level 86 to come into this place, in my personal opinion. But this is the rod setup that we're using, and this here, the trolling octopus. Now, if you do the missions of catching certain fish and doing the system repair and all that, which we have videos of that in our playlist of Just Fishing Planet, which we did before posting these videos. If you do those, you'll eventually be able to get that trolling octopus there for free by completing the missions, which that is a 7-op. If you haven't got that, and if you haven't done that, I was using this one here, the trolling octopus, which this one is okay. It does get the job done, but you definitely do catch bigger fish using the trolling octopus as a 7-op rather than a 4-op. But if you haven't got the 7, then go with the 4, and yeah, you're still bringing some decent sized fish, but you'll have more chance of getting those big unique marlin by using this one here. And then coming across, we have exactly the same rod setup, but this time a little bit different. We got this again, trophy squid chain. We got that one from doing the missions again. If you haven't got that, you can just use the red normal squid chain, which, as you can see, I've got there. Now, you can use that squid chain, and as you can see, we've got an 8-aught plug. So on both of these rods, if you haven't got the trolling octopus as a 7-op, you can just use 2 plugs at an 8-aught, the light wood one. You can use 2 of those on both rods and buy some squid chain from the shop. You can do that like the red squid chain, or the green one, as you can see, which is what we have on there. So you can use either one of those, and yeah, if you want to avoid some of the smaller ones, don't worry about using that trolling octopus. Use the 7-op. If you haven't got the 7-op, then just stick on 2 plugs, 2 light woods, 8-op. Use your rod setup exactly how you see there. And as you can see there, we've got 143 pound line. So coming back into the map here, always fish on a peak time. As you can see, we're out of peak time now, but I started you off here just to show you. Look at that, we've got 1,602 pounds on our boat, and the most we can hold is 1,763 pounds. So we pretty much filled the boat up for this one day. I'm going to show you what we caught in that one day, and we're going to do a little bit of fishing. I'm not going to do too much because some of these videos I've been doing recently have not been going on quite long. Some people like it, some people don't. Moving over into our fish storage. Look, skipperjack. We caught some albacore, trophy skipperjack. We've got some tuna, some young Pacific, some striped marlin again. As I said, I did catch a unique marlin, but it was too big. If anything over 330 pounds, I can't keep it, so I do have to release it, but that doesn't matter. I still do get the XP for it, I just don't get the cash, but we're pretty good on cash anyway. The striped marlin there, managed to keep that one, and that one there was 286, managed to keep that one there as well. So max fish weight on this boat is 330 pounds. Get any bigger, you won't be able to keep it, but you still get XP, so that's okay. So we're now going to jump over to the next day. That's a cloudy day, so I'm going to jump forward to about there. Wow, that's the first time on this map I've ever seen it rain. Never ever seen it rain on this map before. Maybe that's a new thing they've added. I've never ever seen it rain here in Japan, so that's nice that they've added that recently. Okay, the next day is all cloudy, so I'm going to skip forward a little bit. The things I do for these videos absolutely get my bait coins rinsed. Right, there we go. 5 AM, sunny morning. Jump up to your boat, start the engine, See, now we've done all of the system failure has been complete. Now we've got the map here, and we've also got the sonar working as well, so that's good. Pick up a bit of speed, drop it down to about 2%, so that way we end up doing around 4 to 5 knots. We don't really want to go any faster than that. Look at that, boom, we hooked up already. That took seconds. Literally, this is real time, no edits. Didn't even get past our marker. And that's on the trolling octopus, 7/0 as well. Skipperjack, not a very big one, but it's still a fish. And when you're this level and you're on the grind, that's what you want. I do also recommend, I'm not sponsored and I don't get paid to say it, but buying premium definitely does help you level up a lot quicker. So starting from the harbour, we drive up to here. When I get to this, I just drive down here. I get to about there, turn around, come back down, but I stay on these lines. I keep following these lines and I just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I just keep trolling it back and forth until the boat's full, which you can do easy in one day. Once the boat's full, I then jump over to the next day. Or if I'm catching fish, then it slows down quite a bit, and then I will then jump over to the next day. But fishing here, I have leveled up pretty quick. Look at that, we're just over halfway through level 86. And when I was in Conga River, I was struggling a little bit because we didn't have really decent rods. When you get to level 86, that rod setup that I showed you is the rod setup that you can unlock when you're level 86. And that's why I say there's not really much point in coming into this place until you get to level 86, because otherwise you're going to have not very good strong rods, and it is going to take you forever to reel it in, and your rods are going to get damaged a lot quicker and all of that kind of stuff. So wait until you do it level 86 before you come into here, otherwise you're just going to make the grind even longer for yourself. When you get to level 86, you can buy this rod setup, get in here, and you'll level up pretty quick. Since I've been in here, I fished here yesterday. I'm on the next day now in real life. I fished here yesterday for a little bit, not very long. I fished here for a little bit and I got over half a level. So using these rods and the setups that I've shown you, I'm definitely going to level up today. I'm probably going to get a level and a half, maybe even 2 levels today. But when I was over in Conga, I was getting about one level every like one day. I would get close to leveling up, and then the next day I would actually level up. So it's taken me a day and a little bit to level up, and I do play this game for some serious hours as well. So, but yeah, I just wanted to make this video of showing you at level 86 this rod setup is absolutely perfect. When you get to level 86, the grind from here to level 90 I think is going to be pretty quick. If you're not 86 and you're in here and you're fishing, your gear's going to get absolutely battered, and yeah, it's going to be a slow process. It really is. Now that didn't take long. That was nearly 5,000 XP and I reeled that in real quick. Now for the striped marlin that I caught as unique, that gave me 75,000 XP. Now that's not bad. And obviously in the Nomakuda, for some of the swordfish, we was getting over 200,000 XP, which is insane. But being in this place at level 86, getting 75,000 XP is quite a jump. I mean, it does make a big difference. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. So this would be the last one that we reel in, just so that way it don't go on too long. Hopefully this is not a monster fish, otherwise we're gonna go way over time. But we're at 9.5 minutes so far. This looks like it's half a decent size, so we can catch some decent sized fish. We can get some striped marlin at about 450-ish pounds. Then obviously we can get some of the Pacific bluefin tuna, which go over 500 pounds. You can get some grouper that go over 500 pounds. But the same for the grouper. I did make a rod setup to show you if you was fishing, lure fishing. I love doing lure fishing, trolling on the boat, getting the boat 4 or 5 knots, and keep trolling those lines work very well. But I did make a setup for bait only, so if you're fishing for some grouper, I will show you that rod setup in a minute as well. Now I was using some mocky rods, and the mocky rods I could pull in about between 8 to 10 grouper, then my rod would be battered and I'd have to come out and keep repairing it, which it didn't last that long. So that's what made me go back to Conga River and just grind it out there. I thought I'd grind it out there till I get to level 86, so that I can get these trolling rods, do some trolling, which is really fast paced as you can see. But I also thought if I wanted to do a bit of bait fishing, I'm going to need a stronger rod than the mocky rod. The mocky rod goes up to, I think it's £86. Yeah, £86 it was. And now we got a stronger bait rod. I'm pretty sure I have got that in my rod slot. I'll show you once we reel this one in. So if you want to go for grouper rather than doing trolling, some people love doing the trolling, some people prefer to only do trolling, some people only prefer to do bait. Everyone's different. Some people don't mind to do a bit of both, and I'm kind of that guy. I don't mind doing a bit of both. I don't mind whether I'm doing a bit of trolling or whether I'm doing a bit of bait fishing. If I'm doing bait fishing, I'll be fishing for some grouper, and whilst I'm waiting to get hooked up, I would then mess around with a rod like this, keep casting it out whilst I'm waiting for one of the bait rods to go off. So that way it keeps my hands busy and I continue to keep doing stuff. So on PC, my account is level 100 with max level, but obviously I'm showing you this grind in real time, real life. We don't have a DLC on this one. I bought the DLC for the PC because that's my main account, and anytime there's new updates we always go live showing you new maps and finding hot spots, and we do all the explorations, all the missions, and you'll find all of that in the playlist. So if you get stuck on the no Makuda map and you don't know where fish are, we've got lots of videos of hot spots and certain baits and hooks, and same goes for this one, even for Japan. Well, for every map on the game we've got loads of hot spots and different ways and faster ways to catch. In real life it shouldn't take you longer than 2 to 4 minutes to catch a fish on this game, 4 minutes being the maximum. If it's taking you longer than 4 minutes to catch a fish, that could mean that you're doing something wrong, and that could be that you're fishing in the wrong location, you're not fishing at a peak time, it could be that you're not using the right hook, it could be that you're not using the right bait. There's many things that can cause it to not catch. Now you can pretty much cast anywhere you want. The chance of catching a fish around about 20-30% maybe, that's random. But if you fish in a hot spot, it shouldn't take no longer than 3 to 4 minutes to catch a fish. If it's taking longer, as I said, you're either not at a peak time, you've not got the right hook, right bait, you're doing something wrong. So don't ever wait longer than 3 to 4 minutes. Sometimes on every map, sometimes you do in real life get bad days in fishing, you just can't catch. You can do everything correct, you do everything right, and no matter what, you just can't catch a fish. That does happen on this game as well. Sometimes even though you're doing everything correctly, sometimes the fish are just not there on that day. And again, don't bother to waste time. Time is money, time is XP. Don't waste time. Get yourself on the next day, jump to the next day. Even if it does end up costing you a bait coin, it's worth it. If you haven't got bait coins, then fish peak times at night and just do night fishing, so that way you can always jump from night to night without it costing you bait coins. Somebody actually said to me yesterday sorry about that. Oh, got the fan blowing in my face. Yeah, somebody actually said to me yesterday, I want to jump time, but it keeps costing me so much money in bait coins. I said to him, fish at night. As long as you're fishing past 9 PM, it's free to jump to the next night. And I was like, oh, I never knew that. But again, if you don't know, then you don't know, and if you don't ask, it's the same thing, you don't know. So it's always good to ask questions. So if you've got any questions yourself, do leave it in the comments section below. I always try my best to respond to every comment. Don't take it personally if I don't respond to you. Just that, you know, we have nearly a thousand videos of just Fishing Planet, and obviously across the whole channel of new games, old games, pre-ordered games, and variety of different videos that we have. We've got about 2,500 videos on YouTube, and I do try my best to respond to many comments, but as well as live streaming and making videos, I just don't physically have enough time to respond to every comment sometimes. So yeah, don't take it personally. I do normally fish in random rooms. For this video I did a private one just because I didn't want to do the video again, but mostly I do fish in random rooms on PC and on PlayStation and on iOS. I fish in random rooms. So if you ever see me and you say hello and I don't respond, it's not me being rude. It could be because I'm live and I don't respond to chat on the game when I'm live. It could be that I'm making a video, or it could be that I've got a fish on. So if I don't ever respond, it's not me being rude, but I always do try my best, as I say, to respond to everybody. I definitely do try. Well, this one's definitely given us a good run for our money. Was at 9.5 minutes, and now we're at 16 minutes and a half. So I didn't want this video to go on too long, and this one has made me work for it. Hopefully we should have half a decent fish here, which means that we'll have half a decent amount of XP. No edits into the video at all. So have a look what we got. Not bad. 21,000, nearly 22,000 XP there for a big-eyed tuna. That was only a trophy as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna at least level up once today. And I'm gonna keep making these videos of me doing the grinds up till level 90, and when I do get to level 90 and the new map does drop, it's already dropped on PC, but when the new map does drop on console, I don't think I'm going to be buying the DLC, just because I do spend so much money on this game in real life. But also a lot of people say, oh, you're cheating, you're buying the DLC. I buy the DLC on my main account just so that way we can live stream it and always show you straight away first hand. And obviously I try and find the hot spots and do missions and get them videos out as quick as possible, so that makes it more fun for you guys to catch fish as fast as I catch fish. But for the console and for iOS, I do what some of you guys do, which is I grind it out. You can actually get to level 100 on this game without ever spending a penny. It can be done. Just going to take a little bit of time. It's more time consuming. Obviously using bait rods, use barbless hooks and stuff like that always give you more XP. It's a thing to always take note of. So the mocky rods, I was using that for catching some of the grouper, but that's £86, one of the best. This one here is £160, so much better. So buy yourself that. That's a perfect rod setup, that one. That there, trophy sinker, the 16 ounce. Again, we got that from doing the missions. If you haven't got a 16 ounce weight, it doesn't matter. You can always buy the most heaviest weight that you can, which I think I'm not going to be able to show you the heaviest because I'm in this place already, but you can get at least from the shop. Oh, you can get a 16 ounce, 18 ounce. You can get at least an 18 ounce anyway. So yeah, that's not bad. That one's 16. I could, if I wanted to, so I could use the 18 ounce. You want something heavy so it sinks fast. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share the video out if you can. It does help me as a content creator. We are we do a lot of stuff over on TikTok now. We still put videos out here daily, but we are struggling here on YouTube a little bit. We don't really get the views or many people watching as much as what we used to, so if you're able to share the content out and it helps other people and it's going to help me gain more views, please do it. It does support me. Or even watch the video twice. Again, it does support me. And we catch you people again in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Level 86 grind. Easy.